Good afternoon from Gatlinburg, Tennessee. It's Ryan, and on today's adventure, we're going to Anakeesta. We're going to be checking out their United Taste of America, a brand new festival that just kicked off that's going to run through August 11th. We've got a couple tasting passes. We're going to be showing you all of the food you can get with the tasting pass, how much the tasting pass costs, and how it works. And we'll tell you what our favorite festival foods are here at Anakeesta. We'll also bring you up top to show you some of the things you can do at Anakeesta, like some of their kids climbing areas. And later in the video, we're gonna hop on some of their mountain coasters and just take some time to relax up top and enjoy the best part of Anakeesta, in my opinion, which is the amazing views of the Smoky Mountains. So without further ado, let the adventure begin. So we're starting out down here at the bottom at the Anakeesta Plaza area. You can see this big advertisements for the United Taste of America. Again, it runs through August 11th. And if you go around to the back side, you can see a little info on the tasting pass. So the tasting pass is $50, and that enables you to get 7 different festival items. There are a total of 30 festival items that you can choose from. Our plan is to go up top and show you all 30, and we will let you know what we think the best of the fest is as far as food and drink. But before we head up top, I've got to show you what's over here in the plaza, which is their statue of Liberty. As you can see the sign down here, little play on words, Liberty. So there's a look at Lady Liberty. My 2 girls and one of their friends are here. They went ahead and hopped on the gondola to ride the chair up to the top. So you can take the chairlift if you want, but again, I'm a big fan of taking the Ridge Rambler. And you can scan right here and it'll tell you exactly how long until the next Ridge Rambler arrives. Thankfully, ours is here. So let's hop on and head up to the top. So we're taking off in the Ridge Rambler truck. So here's a ride on the chairlift with the girls. Now that I've made it off the Ridge Rambler, my goal is to go find the girls over at the chairlift. I can already see a number of different food trucks out. So once I find Abby and Hannah and their friend Serenity, our main goal for this video is to show you all of the food options that you can get up here with the tasting pass. And again, ultimately help you decide if it's worth it, and if it is, what are the best things to get? You can see lots of red, white, and blue decorations as I head to the gondola. So I've made it to the top of Anakeesta. The girls got off the chairlift and they're hanging out over here to the right at the Smokehouse. You can see a little race car over here to the right that has some flowers in it and some tires next to it. So it's themed out right now for the Carolinas. You can see the finish line just below the Smokehouse sign. And they're currently serving Mama's Biscuits and Gravy. Comes out to $9, and that is not included on the tasting pass or card. And they have the Carolinas Cheer Maker cocktail for $12. If you want to just buy those are not on the tasting pass. So I'm going to go find the first tasting pass item. You've got the rail runner over to the right, and it is such a beautiful day to be here at Anakeesta. And as we go up to this plaza area, you can see the United Taste of America Food and Drink Festival sign up above. And as we enter in here, over here to the left is where you would get one of these tasting passes if you need one at this building. So you can just walk up and purchase one for $50 plus tax. You can also pick up a tasting pass map, which shows you where everything is inside of Anakeesta. So we're gonna start out here at the Snack Shack, which has a Washington theme and has a hand-picked apple fritter. You can either purchase for $9 or use a tasting pass scan, which is what we're going to do. Here's a look at our hand-picked apple fritter. Bring this over to the girls and see what they think. And we now have our first of 7 punches on our tasting pass card. All right, girls, first up, some hand-picked apple fritters. It's luscious apple-filled dough, deep fried to a golden perfection and topped with whipped cream and apple glaze. A taste of Washington's finest flavors. All right, let's try it out.
Cheers. That is so good. Lots of cinnamon, and I honestly like it. It's really good. Only an 8. I would say an 8.5. So good.
All right, I'm gonna let you guys enjoy this. I'm gonna head to another state and bring over some more food. So while they're enjoying that apple dessert, I'm gonna head over here to Texas. They still serve walking tacos and margaritas at this food truck. And right now, they are serving Everything's Bigger chicken fried steak. You can just purchase for $7, but we're gonna use a tasting pass for that. They also have a cocktail and a beer that you're able to utilize a tasting pass redemption. As we're waiting for the chicken fried steak, I just realized we went right past Georgia at the ice cream shop over here. So I'll stop by and show you what's representing Georgia later in the video. All right, girls, next up is the Everything's Bigger chicken fried steak. Let's try this out. Let's get some of the gravy.
Different texture than I was expecting. It's really good.
Not a fan, Hannah?
No, I don't really like steak.
Well, you know what I would rate the apple thing?
What?
I have no idea because you guys ate it all. So that must have been good. So I think it's a pretty good chicken fried steak. I haven't had chicken fried steak in a long time, but if you're looking to enjoy chicken fried steak, I think it's pretty good. It's the best savory item we've had so far. It's the only savory item we've had so far. We've had a sweet and a savory, but I'm gonna run over to Maine. I think Maine? Yeah, because we're at Washington. I'm gonna run over to Maine and get a lobster roll. Serenity said she would try out a lobster roll.
I'll try it.
All right, let me show you what they're serving over at this food cart, which is representing Maine. You can get a morning catch lobster roll. You can either pay $12 for it or use a tasting pass redemption, which is what I'm gonna do. You can also get one of their specialty craft beers of Maine. So I grabbed the lobster roll. Here's a look at it, and I noticed some of the roaming entertainers are out right now. So I will say this is the smallest item as far as portion size so far. So it's small in size, but hopefully it's big in flavor. Have you ever had a lobster roll?
No.
All right, so Serenity's first lobster roll. I think we need to get that lemon and squeeze a little bit on it. All right, Hannah's just going for it. First thoughts?
Unexpected. It's cold like coleslaw. It smells like fish. And it's kind of tangy. I mean, the lemon, it's not bad.
We'll try a bite. Obviously, if you're not a seafood person, this is not gonna be your thing. If you do like shrimp, lobster, crab, you're gonna like this. I like it. I put it above the steak right now. So right now it's lobster, then steak, and I have no idea about the apple thing. I think I might have to get another punch of the apple thing. I'm still a little sad I didn't get to try the apple thing. I'm gonna run to the next location. If you wanna finish it, you can. You guys don't have to. I'll leave it up to you, but I probably got some really good stuff inbound. Our next stop is here on this little cafe on the corner, which is representing Illinois. Here's a look at their standard menu of food that you can get here. You're welcome to pause the video if you want to see more details. And here's a look at their specialty items for the festival. A classic Chicago dog, and a hot Italian beef sandwich. So here is a look at the classic Chicago dog on the left and the hot Italian beef sandwich on the right. So let's try both of these out and see what the girls think. This is not your standard hot dog. I'm curious to see their reaction when they see these two dishes. All right, do you have any idea what I have right now?
Not the slightest.
All right, let's see if you can guess what these two dishes are.
Sausage with a bagel bun.
Chicago hot dog. And this one is a hot Italian beef sandwich. Do you want to try either? You don't have to. Some cheese and some beef.
That is really good. It's very savory.
Is it too spicy is the question, because the lady that gave it to me said it's really spicy.
I haven't tried the peppers yet, so.
You could always just try to avoid the spicy peppers if you want. I think I've only been to the Chicago airport. I don't recall ever actually hanging around Chicago, so I've never had a Chicago hot dog, but this hot dog is loaded with pickles and onions, tomatoes. All right, I'm gonna give it a try. It's kind of like pickles and relish with a side of hot dog. I got a lot of pickle, a lot of relish. At the end of the day, it's a hot dog. It's probably at the bottom of the list for me. So I would rather have the lobster roll, the chicken fried steak. I'm gonna try this hot Italian beef sandwich. So I got a little spice in my bite, but it's manageable. It's not too spicy. I think I like the hot Italian beef sandwich much better than the hot dog. While the girls are picking at the Italian sandwich and the hot dog, I did want to show you what they have here at Cliff Top. A bourbon salmon right now for $28, a bluegrass bourbon bread pudding, and a Winner's Circle bourbon flight for $20. These three items are not tasting pass items, but just wanted to let you know they are available right now at the Cliff Top sit-down restaurant. And as tempting as it is to just sit here in the breeze and enjoy the view from one of these rocking chairs, we're actually gonna work our way towards the back of Anakeesta. We've got this great little area for kids to cool off this summer. See a Ridge Rambler backing up, which is where I started before I went and met the girls. Got some people doing some gem mining over to the left. And it looks like we've come to Colorado, but you can use your tasting pass to get a Colorado craft beer or just buy it over here for $8.50. Actually, let's work our way up here to the Vista Gardens. I love how they added all this covering on these steps. There's a couple of food locations over here by the tower. We've got the bears decorated. Love the little bow ties up on the bears at the Birdventure. Little walk along course for kids. It's actually turned out to be a wonderful day, not too crowded. There's only one person getting a picture over by the Heart Twigloo at the moment. Got a little red truck over here. And Willow is decorated with a red, white, and blue bow tie. As we've made it up to the Anavista Plaza, right by the Anavista Tower, you can actually see a little bar over here. The Tower Bar for the festival is serving a Napa Vineyards Frose, however you pronounce it. It is $9 here, or you can use your tasting pass redemption. And at the Cloud9 Bakery, they have Hawaii represented with Big Island Dole Whip for $7. I know the girls' eyes lit up when I mentioned that they had Dole Whip here. So we'll definitely get one of these. Let me see if they want to climb the tower first and then get an ice cream, or what they'd like to do. So we just talked it over and decided we're gonna save the Dole Whip for last. We still wanna head over to New Mexico to get some tacos and to Louisiana to try out their gumbo. So let's head over there and we'll work our way back up here and give you a view of the top of the tower at the end. So we're working back here to the Stone Village area of Anakeesta. Got some Mount Rushmore bears and their latest addition, the Fur Trader shop. You might do some looking around in there later. So we come up to the Hellbender mountain coaster. We've got some tickets we're gonna hop on after we try a couple more things. But first, tacos from New Mexico. So here at Rocky Top Tacos, you can get the Canyon Climb Chorizo Taco. I think we're also gonna try the Santa Fe Churro Bites. We won't try, but you could get a Four Corners Margarita. That's $14. That's probably your best value as far as the drinks that we've seen so far up here if you are going to get a tasting pass. They did tell me that they are out of churro bites right now, but here's a look at their standard menu of items you can also get here. So here's a closer look at the Canyon Climb Chorizo Taco. I did ask if you could swap out the flour tortilla for a corn one, and they said they do not. So let's see what you guys think of this.
I need some sort of sauce. I think it's pretty good for a taco.
All right, give me a number in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Serenity gives it a 6. And Hannah gives it a 5. All right, let me try this out. So I don't hate it, but I would say the chorizo is a little bit salty. I think you just really have to like chorizo. So I don't know, I think 5 or 6 is kind of where I'm at. I still think lobster roll is up there, but I love seafood, which brings us to one of our last savory stops, which is Louisiana for some gumbo. Let's go try that out. So in the back here, right next to the New Mexico taco truck, you have this little food area, which is serving up the Bayou's meanest gumbo. And you can also get a New Orleans signature hurricane cocktail. So here's a look at the gumbo I just picked up. It comes with some cornbread. I think everyone's starting to slow down and tap out as far as savory food goes. We're gonna go get one of those Dole Whips. I'm just talking right now so this can cool down because it's served really hot. Let me try this out. I got a good piece of sausage before and now I found a shrimp. Let me try out the shrimp. Shrimp's a little bit on the tougher side. Not bad. Flavor's fantastic. I just gotta try this cornbread. So the cornbread is not too sweet. It's a very nice little dish. I think it's a pretty good size. I could see myself just sitting out here relaxing and enjoying this gumbo. Great flavor. I feel like it's almost tied with me for the lobster roll. So now that we finished up the gumbo, which was excellent, the girls headed over to Birdventure, which is one of many different play areas you can enjoy. So if you're sitting over here as a couple and enjoying some food and you can tell the kids, come over here and they can play for a little bit while you relax. So here at Birdventure, they have some slides that you can utilize, as well as 3 themed birdhouses that you're able to go inside and explore from the Birdventure play area. If you look down here, you can see Astra Lumina. If you're curious, what is Astra Lumina and is it worth it to add on to your Anakeesta ticket? We put a link to what is Astra Lumina like down in the video description and the pinned comment if you want to see what Astra Lumina is like. In addition to the Birdventure we were just on, you could also go to their Treeventure course just around the corner and climb around in here as well. So their Dole Whip is not quite ready at the moment. So I'm gonna climb up to the top of the Anavista Tower with you real quick. Hannah beat me up there. She's over there on the right side of the glass. As I'm working my way up, they have this big giant United States of America flag on the tower. Hello.
Oh no.
Burning off the calories we've been consuming. And we have made it to the top of the tower. As you can see, it's not too crowded today. So as we step out onto the glass floor here and look off into the distance, you can see Mount LeConte, which I really enjoyed hiking to the top of this last fall. And I'm itching to go back with my girls. Abby says that she'll go up there with me. We'll see if Hannah wants to go too. Here's a look at part of Anakeesta from above, up on the tower. You can see downtown Gatlinburg off in the distance on this beautiful day in May. If you're enjoying this video, and if you haven't yet, simply hit that like button down below. That would be very, very helpful. The breeze is so nice right now. It is such a beautiful day. But I'm gonna head back down and go hop on some coasters with the girls and perhaps see if we can grab one of those Dole Whips. We got Dole Whips now, woohoo! Anna's super excited. So unlike the Apple, they are sharing some of this. Let me see, is it like Disney World? This Dole Whip is on point. If you like Dole Whip at the Magic Kingdom at Disney World, you're gonna like this. Oh, really good. Very good on a hot day. Excellent Dole Whip. Would you agree?
Yes.
Very good. So as we work our way over to one of the mountain coasters, I wanted to answer the question of, is the tasting pass worth it at $50? If you just got all the $7 items like the Dole Whip, I would say you're kind of just breaking even. So if what you've watched so far, if all you're thinking is, I got a family of 5, we all are gonna want a Dole Whip, and that's all you want, I think in that scenario, you might wanna just buy the Dole Whip. But if you're gonna get some items that are over $7, like again, that one drink at the New Mexico taco truck was like $14. That is definitely gonna be a huge savings for you. Before we head on a mountain coaster and try some of the ice cream, I did wanna show you this We Can Do It bear, modeled after the 1943 We Can Do It campaign. But let's head on to the Treetop Skywalk real quick. So we could hop on the Rail Runner mountain coaster, but we're actually gonna head towards the back to go ride the Hellbender mountain coaster. That's our favorite between the two. I hear a festival performance going on. Let me show you a few highlights.
Has anybody seen my cow? Dance break! Ooh, that's fun. Hey! I love dance breaks. Check this one out, boys! Ooh, that's good. Wow! Hey. My turn. Hey! Thank you, thank you much.
As we work our way back to the Hellbender mountain coaster, I did want to point out this, a Bearham Lincoln Memorial they have over here. So you can walk up and purchase a coaster pass, which is good for 2 rides on either the Rail Runner, which is where we just were, or the Hellbender mountain coaster, which is where we're headed to right now. $16.99. You can ride this coaster twice, or you can ride each of the 2 coasters. It's up to you how you want to use the coaster pass. Now that we've been on the Hellbender mountain coaster, the girls are looking in the Fur Trader store, and we're gonna work our way back up to the ice cream up front. Looks like everybody else has the same idea and is headed to Mimi's creamery. We're gonna try to get in here and try out the sweet Georgia peach ice cream. So there are lots of peaches hanging up above, and we're almost to the front to try out the peach ice cream. So we now have our sweet Georgia peach ice cream. This looks fantastic to enjoy on a warm day. The girls also wanted some strawberry and chocolate, so they're working on that. So let's see what they think of this Georgia peach ice cream.
It's okay, but I want to get it again.
It looks like from the side there's like little pieces of peach. I like it. I love peaches, especially on a hot day. I dug down and there definitely is some pieces of peach. So they are enjoying the classic chocolate and strawberry, which is good, but I don't know, I really like this peach. So I think the question is, do I like the peach more than the Dole Whip? And I think it just comes down to a personal preference. Do you like peach or do you like pineapple? Or do you like neither? Whichever you like, I think you'll like either of these two desserts between the peach ice cream and the pineapple Dole Whip. So we just finished off the last tasting pass scan of the day for us with that ice cream, which was fantastic. I asked the kids if I could get them any of the items we just tried today. Tonight for dinner, what would they want? And they all said ice cream. They all really enjoyed the apple dessert, which I didn't get a chance to try. We didn't get a chance to try the churro bites back at the New Mexico taco truck. I'm sure those are really good. And we all really enjoyed the Dole Whip. As far as savory, I would rank the lobster roll #1 with the gumbo right behind it at #2. But you can't go wrong with that apple dessert, according to the girls who ate it all up. So let me know in the comments what you would like to try the most if you're coming up to Anakeesta this summer. And we'd love to give someone a free ride on one of the mountain coasters. All you have to do is leave in your comment Anakeesta Tasting Pass. We'll pick a comment at random and send you a free pass to ride one of the mountain coasters here. That's gonna wrap up our time up at Anakeesta. A big thank you to Anakeesta for the tasting passes. And if you've enjoyed this video, do us a favor and simply like the video before you leave. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you on the next adventure. Whoa,
It just tastes like
it almost blew over. It is a little bit windy up here.
different texture than I was expecting. It's really good.
Can I try it? Spoon, anyone? Yeah, sorry. One more bite.
When you get home.
Take it away. Take it away.